So PvP casual mode, there's been some changes to that. Now apparently there are several changes that have been made to PvP mode, even to the point where like it tests out both ranked and the casual matches. But I think most of the changes have actually been to casual mode. Anyways, here, yeah, so you can't choose your, well, you can choose your towers, but in PvP ranked, it doesn't look like you can change them. So previously what would happen is that the towers would automatically appear because you needed to ban some towers. However, in this case, it doesn't look like that's the case. Also here I get to test out the turret. Ooh, fancy. Yes, yes, yes. So the match difficulty is now also based upon my rank, because I'm the highest rank here. I guess I'm the I'll have like the Fallen arena, but I don't really see it. I don't really see like an option to choose the arena. What's going on here? Players' loadouts are now hidden. That's true, yes. Okay, so that is true, that you can now no longer see them. You can vote for different arenas in PvP Casual. I don't see that. And matchmaking for PvP Casual now uses level-based matchmaking. Me and Mentin are different, so it doesn't really apply to that. Let's see. Why can't I can't see my loadout? Hold on, I can't see my loadout. Does it... What? Huh? What? How did I... What's going... What? How did I just get a free... Is casual PvP... What's going... Why? How did I win? Great change. Yeah, I agree. So the UI for PvP is also quite big. As you can see here, these icons are tiny, but then this is massive. And then these overlap. So... Again, really, really odd that PvP mode is this... Is it still... Oh, my God. I don't want to test out ranked in case it is actually, like, fully legitimately bugged, but casual PvP mode is currently, as of right now, bugged. Although that being said, by the time this video is released, that probably would have fixed any changes that's seen in this video. I mean, we are currently already on v1.73.1. They've already made a shadow update. The only problem is, I don't know what the shadow update is. Right, take two. Does this work? Is PvP casual mode glitched? Because I don't see the option, right, to choose my arena. It's stated that there is the option to choosing the arena here. But there is no choosing the arena here. It's just, what? Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, it's bugged. Casual mode. Yeah, casual is just the height. Why are there so many Christ the Redeemers in... I think this is Opulent Remains. That's... I don't know. I'm not visiting Brazil anytime soon. But the other map, Distant Shapes. It looks like a very hard map, the Distant Shapes. At least in PvP, but it's just like an angle, and then to the end. I mean, obviously, right now, it doesn't really matter, given the fact that casual PvP mode is currently bugged. That's interesting, I guess. It doesn't look like they disabled the other stuff as well. So I don't see Legacy, Gilded Path. We'll have to check that out. Also, I do wonder, right, if these counts as wins in my book, because, I mean, blue always wins. I have to assume that Mentin always loses. I'm not entirely sure, but does that mean that I could just grind out PvP? I'll have to check, because previously, before I started this experiment, I was about 120 wins, so I'll just have to see if I return to lobby if I am that level. Yeah, no, it does count. I can grind out PvP wins. Oh my God, I've just discovered I can grind out PvP wins in this. This is, oh my God. Now I can confirm that losses do contribute even if you lose with like 0 seconds, but also wins contribute, which is why I have 123 wins and Mentin gained 3 losses. Now it is the case where whoever is in the blue team will gain that win and whoever's in the red team will gain that loss. This is in the current version. I'd have to assume that the developers will fix it soon, or in fact they may have fixed it soon, given the fact that it is now v1.73.2, so for all we know it is being fixed. However, that being said, it's very funny that I was grinding out wins in 0 seconds. I grinded out 3 wins in basically, effectively, 2 minutes. Obviously, it didn't contribute anything to my elo because they were just casual matches, and I don't think ranked matches were broken, because I imagine if they were, yeah, I think a lot of people would throw some hands, given the fact that it automatically meant that whoever was on the blue team automatically won. But it didn't affect my elo because I'm still 3002 elo as seen here. I mean, even with this update, not that many people are playing PvP mode, but like, I've seen it as low as 300 before. Now it's only 450. Wow, okay. Now I have to check out actually the new maps in this game mode. That being a new Gilded Path map, yeah. So they've actually changed some things in Gilded Path. And I do have to wonder if the legacy version has been kept around. Let's see. So Gilded Path is an insane map, okay. Is there the original Gilded Path? I don't see it. No, so interesting enough, they decided to can Gilded Path's brother. Even though in other previous stuff, they've actually kept around the remastered, the original version as like classic or whatever. Here, no, they've just decided to just entirely remove it, which is interesting. So yeah, welcome to the land of the Gold Titans. Back-breaking stuff, it appears. That is not a Gold Titan. That's more like a failed experiment or something like that. Also, that's a tiny, tiny Gold Titan there. Huh. Yeah. You're a little fella. Yeah, it does look like the paths are actually quite similar to what it was previously. It's still 2 paths and it's still split across here. Okay, there. So pretty similar. Some other stuff in here. New tower. Okay, that's cool. So a new tower with the electric bolt symbols coming soon. New shop and inventory UI. They are kind of outdated. Fair enough. And then toggleable game modifiers. We kind of already have that in sandbox. I mean, it's not properly in sandbox mode. It kind of is in there. So I don't know what this is about, but interesting enough to say that. That, I don't know. I don't know how it works in ranked. Match difficulty in PvP. We don't know. I don't know that. We haven't even played it properly. It still breaks. I guess the developers didn't even test out PvP mode if it breaks, and only like 450 people are playing it. Oh, and just to say, while the new overheal health is blue when it comes to green health bars, when it comes to red health bars, it is now orange, as you can see here. So yeah, the overheal does have its own unique color on the health bar now, which is very cool, I guess. They still haven't fixed this glitch where I can spawn into a lobby and my camera doesn't follow me around and I can just do this in the background. Like, what's going on here? How do I fix this? Probably resetting, probably. Does that fix it? Yeah, it does. Okay. It is not really that much of a big deal if I can reset and my camera fixes itself, but still, it is a big issue in my opinion. Also, apparently, another change that Below Natural may or may not have made is fixing the water in tropical industries, I think. In that map, the water surrounding the map was kind of like, I think either sunken or even not present. I will have to check. But in a tweet that Below Natural made, it does look like that he's fixed it. So let's see. Is it fixed? I think so. Yeah, okay, so it looks like the water, even though it's not been said in the update log, so who knows what's been mentioned in the update log, because this seems like one of those updates where the developers made a couple of changes that they may have not mentioned in the update log, but certainly in Tropical Isles, the water has been fixed. Yeah, for context, previously, the water was there, it's just that it was slightly below the ravine that cuts through the entire map from the waste treatment plant seen here, and that meant that the river that was meant to appear on the icon, which I think did appear in the icon before this change was made, as you can see here, there is water there. It wasn't shown off properly, but Below Natural has fixed it in this update. It's just that he never mentioned it in the update log, he just mentioned it on his Twitter. Sorry, not on his Twitter. On the Discord server, the Progress Feed Discord server, showing that he has now fixed it. So yes, it's such a big thing, and it wasn't even mentioned in the update log. Interesting. Oh, and I might as well talk about the thumbnail now, because, yeah, they have briefly mentioned the fact that there is 1.5 times the amount of beach balls that you get now in each game. Well, at least in the games that they have enabled it, because they still haven't fixed it in hardcore mode. Yeah, you still can't get beach balls in hardcore mode, and you can't get it in PvP mode, which people are pissed about. But I guess now is the opportunity to grind out beach balls. If you don't have max level in the Surf and Turf Battle Pass, do bear in mind that it ends in 1 week and 6 days. And if you don't have enough time to get all of the beach balls, you can always buy it. The products are 20% off. I do believe that this is for all products on the store. I don't know, because some of the prices, they don't easily, neatly fit into 20% off. But I have to assume that it's round about 20% off and the developers have got it somewhat right. Then again, given the fact that some of the prices may be slightly off, I still see an opportunity for arbitrage and individual skipping levels in comparison to other skipping level products. So you may get a cheaper price skipping all, or you may get a cheaper price skipping each individual level. I don't know that. Certainly in the past they have done that, but nowadays I don't know. And also, yes, I think the medic is digging its heels into the floor, unlike the Crook boss as seen here. I guess this is because of the fact that the medic has been updated, and as we all know, new towers in Tower Defense Simulator, for some reason, their tower pets break, they gain all sorts of new abilities that they didn't have previously, including partial stun immunity, even though the medic can't attack any enemies. But I don't think that's really relevant. It is a tower that is affected by the changes due to, I believe, a new Roblox rig that's used for these towers, and for some reason the previous effects like stun, like freeze, like debuffs, they don't apply to this new Roblox rig for some reason. It's not just the medic tower, it also applied, or still does apply, to new towers such as, I believe, the Swarmer and the Hacker Tower, where, you know, you could use these towers, and especially the Biologist Tower, to actually freeze some enemies, including the Nuclear Monster boss, which is one of the ways that many people got the Cure title, just by freezing the Nuclear Monster, because I think it's still possible to still do solo Polluted Wastelands 2 without this glitch, but the fact that the medic is being affected by this, I don't know. Certainly, there does seem to be some opportunities in using the medic for these buggy things, including freezing enemies, but we'll just have to see on that. I'm just projecting what I think, so it might not be the case, but someone can prove me wrong.